Hey guys, this is Ryan NineSpot Bell here for Ask EG, sponsored by Intel. We have a few questions here that our fans have asked. I'm just going to run down them and answer them. The first question is, you were just playing for X-Rio's Source team a few months ago. How did the new game compare to Counter-Strike 1.6? Um, when I first started playing Source, I thought it would be a lot more similar to 1.6, saying it's the newer version of it, but really it felt like a totally different game. I know it's on a different engine, but the game just felt like sluggish. Like there's no real smooth movement. Uh, I know when you're running around trying to kill people, like doesn't feel like you can really feel where the bullets are registering. A lot of people say you shoot at the feet, you get a headshot. I've definitely seen some random shots. But for the most part, it just feels like an unfinished version of Counter-Strike. With the competitive side of Source is actually a lot different than 1.6. In 1.6, there's a lot more, I believe, strategy involved because, especially with the CGS rule set that I played when I played Source, which is like a minute 15 round timer or something like that, and 16K, the round begins and you pretty much have, you stop the rush, and that's the main goal as a CT is to stop the rush, and then so you waste off all your nades in the beginning, and then the round's pretty much over. After that, bam, the round's over. In 1.6 with these longer round timers and the money management, it's a lot more strategy based, and the round begins, you can be sitting there for a while trying to figure out what the other team's doing, and it's a lot more enjoyable for me rather than just playing a match in 15 minutes it's over and you just kind of just run around. So that's kind of my experience with Source. But let's go to the next question. Now that you've settled in with Team EG, what do you think are the biggest hurdles you have left to overcome before being #1 in the world? I think the hardest thing for a team is really overcoming the grind of CS, because in reality there's really no off season in Counter-Strike. You're always playing all year round, and for a lot of people it kind of wears on them, always continuing practicing and playing the same game. So I think that's something a lot of teams you'll see will die or become inactive, and they kind of lose that edge on other teams. Is something that on EG you really have to stick to it and keep practicing, because it's important to get to the top. You have to practice hard, and to stay at the top, it's even harder. So it's really just getting through that grind. I've played in pubs a lot and feel confident about my aim now, but I struggle with angles and positions and scrims. I've tried watching demos, but I don't understand why and when players do what they do. How can I? Again, watching demos is important to see how the professionals play, and I know when I first started out, someone told me to just watch demos and you'll be better, and I watched them. I was like, I didn't really get better because I didn't understand how to watch them. What helped me was when you're watching them, you can't just watch a demo, an HLTV once and that's it. Like if you really want to sort through it, you have to watch it. Like I used to watch a demo 5 times over and over again from each player's perspective, and understand what's going on in the round and why they did what they did. So that's what helped me, was just kind of not just breezing through it, but really just focusing on what the other players see or what they're calling, and to understand what's going on exactly in the round and why they're doing what they're doing. So, and another thing is to kind of put yourself in that player's position and kind of try to feel what they're thinking, and again, when you're watching a professional player, they might do something but might be always right, and you might get killed, and you have to ask yourself, why did he do it? Why did he get killed? Was it his mistake, or was it just a good play from the other team? So there's really a lot to digest in watching a demo. So if you just kind of just sit there and don't know what you're looking for, it's kind of hard to pick it up.